Okay. Ay, wow. Okay. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I was a little late because hinihintay ko dumating itong tarot card that we will be using for tonight and for the month. So, teka, let me just share. Share na muna natin yung live video, everybody. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Wow. Charlotte, namaskaram. Philip, namaskaram din. Namaskaram sa inyong dalawa. Wow. Emerald Well. Nakita ko na naman, buo na naman ang aking session. Nakita ko na naman ang pangalan ni Emerald Dweller. Ay, syempre naman ang Team Mega World nandun. Andyan na. Good evening. Wow, all the way from Singapore but here in the Philippines. Hello, Mary. Thank you for watching. Okay, teka lang, dami kong daldal. Wait lang. Let me share the live video first. Okay. Wow. Hi, good evening everybody. Andala, share lang natin yung live video muna. And, hold on. Okay. Yan. Okay. Let me share this lang. Good evening. Hold on. Sandali. Aliyah, good evening. Oy, si Yam, nice to see you ulit, Yam. Nice to see you. Paula, hello, good evening. Wow, si I'm Your Angel, andito na naman. Ay, syempre naman, si JJ. Hello, JJ. Na, anong tawag dito? Thank you naman for the freshness. Alam mo na, increase youthful beauty. Sandali, share ko lang yung ano muna, sandali. Okay. Yun. Okay. Okay. Yan. Okay. Okay. So, good evening, everybody. Good evening. I want to say hi to... Ay, hello. Ay, nako, ayan na, mga Team Mega World. Hello, Gia. Hello, Gia. Done sharing master from Natsuki. Okay. Oh, that's you. Okay, that's you. Okay, good. Okay. Kausap lang kita kanina. Very good. Okay, so dahil ang dami nang nakapila, okay, I'd love to help everybody. So magsimula na tayo sa session natin, and you know that I am a practicing Hindu, so I will be saying my prayers in Hindu. I will be chanting my prayers in Hindu. So, sige, mag-send muna kayo na mag-send ng questions nyo because you know how it is. First come, first serve po tayo. So, simulan na natin para marami tayong questions na masagot for tonight. Okay? So, I will be chanting my prayers, but I highly encourage everybody, no matter which belief system or religion you're following, let us all join in prayers and gather in God's name. Let's all pray for guidance, wisdom, and protection. Most especially sa lahat ng mga magpa-participate for tonight, sa lahat ng may mga katanungan. Sabay-sabay po tayo magdasal. Okay? Om. 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 Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Wow! Okay, good evening everybody. Namaskaram sa inyong lahat. Namaskaram. Namaskaram, namaste, or namaskar is a Hindu greeting that says, the light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you, and the God in me sees and acknowledges the God in you. Good evening everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher, and this is your official Tuesday night habit. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Tarot Tuesdays. Now here in Tarot Tuesdays, we provide free tarot reading para sa inyong lahat. So kung may katanungan tayo, anything that concerns our love life, our career, and syempre yung health natin, importante yan, okay? Sagot ko kayo dahil libre lang magtanong. All you need to do is to share this live video. Share the live video and take a screenshot of that. And then, pakisend ng screenshot sa ating Facebook page. That's Everyday Reiki with Marky na Facebook page. And then, pwede nang magtanong for free. Now, syempre, para po fair and para as much as we can masagot natin lahat ng mga katanungan na magpa-participate, we will answer one question at a time, one participant at a time. Uubusin po muna natin ang queue. Once maubos natin yung queue and we still have time, and then we will entertain other questions or we will do another run-through of your other questions. I'm sure sa inyo, marami kayong mga katanungan for tonight. So as much as we can, we will answer as much of your questions. Now, kung ang tanong naman is, ano naman ang basis? Saan ko naman kinukuha ang mga readings every time na may magpa-participate? So, lahat po na magpa-participate, ang titignan ko po ay ang mga energy na magpa-participate. Kung ikaw magtatanong, titignan ko ang energy mo. So, ano naman ang mga elements involved in your energy? There are 3 elements involved in our energy, and these are all current thoughts, current decisions, and current actions. Once we start taking action, lahat po ng mga gagawin natin, it will all be subjected to the universal law of cause and effect. So science calls it Newton's third law of motion. For the Christian and the Catholic faith, we call it the golden rule. For us Hindus, we call it the law of karma. Now, sabi ko nga, may mga katanungan din kasi tayo minsan na instead na ang tanong ninyo, sa sarili ninyong energy ko hahanapin, sometimes meron tayong mga relationship questions. Now, kung ang mga questions natin ay directly, instead na sa inyo ko titignan, ay sa ibang tao ko titignan ng kasagutan, meron kasing case of overstepping yan, and hindi yun pwede dahil it will be a case of literally invasion of privacy. May karma yon, and yung karma hindi mapupunta dun sa nagtanong, kundi dun sa sumagot. Okay, so Wag gano'n. So, meron naman tayong paraan para masagot ang mga relationship questions natin. All we need to do, kung sino man ang involved dun sa pinaka-situation or experience, hahati-hatiin natin ang mga energies ninyo and when puwede na natin siyang itanong. Now, meron lang tayong konting disclaimer when that happens. Every time that we ask relationship questions, there is a chance na maiba yung accuracy rate. Kasi any given time, most especially kahit matapos yung session natin for tonight, and nag-iba yung mga thoughts and yung decisions nila o kaya yung mga actions nila, malaking-malaki yung possibility na mag-iiba yung possible na mangyayari. So therefore, ang pinaka-accurate na energy na makikita natin will be according kung sino magpa-participate sa inyong energy ko hahanapin. Dahil tayo lamang ang makakapag-control ng mga energies natin. So I'm sabi ko nga kanina, I mentioned that I was a little late dahil we're gonna be using one of my and this is gonna be the featured tarot card then for the month. And the thing is, I chose this tarot deck, but I don't have the original box anymore. But if I remember this completely, I believe this is the Witch's Tarot. So, kasi nga, very witchy yung ano niya. The concept is very witchy. And I really love this set of tarot cards. So, ito yung gagamitin natin. Now, sa lahat ng magtatanong natin, may 3 cards tayong bubunutin para sa inyo. And every time na bubunot tayo ng cards, may 2 klase ng cards din tayong pwede makuha. Major cards or minor cards. So, malalaman natin kung napakaganda, solid yung mga magiging mga answers natin, if it's gonna be a clear, solid blessing or a warning kapag maraming major cards yung makukuha natin. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi ito maganda pag minor cards. Kailangan lang may mga tatrabahuhin tayo. Every time that people will be asking their questions, 3 klase ng baraang kukunin natin because it will give you a background kung anong energy mo in the past and kung ano ang current energy mo and kung saan papunta ang current energy natin. And this really gives you a clear overview of the future. Now, syempre, sabi ko nga, kahit ano man ang mga katanungan natin, 2 lang naman hahanapin natin dyan. Either this is gonna be a favorable situation or a less favorable situation, wag po tayo mag-alala. Dahil kung ang mga makukuha nating cards sa lahat na magpa-participate maganda, pwede ba pagandahin by improving your thoughts, decisions, and actions. Kung may mga lalabas naman tayong warning, that's also okay. Because all we need to do is shift our thoughts, decisions, and actions and malaking possibility na hindi na natin siya makukuha. So therefore, we will always say here that we will always bring you good news para sa lahat. So, eto na. Ang haba-haba ng introduction natin. So, simulan na natin dahil napakadaming pa-participate and I'd love to help each and everyone. But I want to say hi to everybody first. Sandali. Ay, nako. I can see Ivy right here. Good evening. Thank you for the heartwarming prayer. Ay, maraming salamat din and you enjoyed that. Philip Russell, good evening, sir. Good evening din sa'yo. Okay. So, simulan na natin ang ating session for tonight. So, again, I'm using, natin naman napakaganda ng cards natin, no? Anong tawag dito? If I remember clearly, I hope I'm right, but I will get back to you, ha? Pwede ko naman siya mag-Google, ha? I believe this is the Witch's Tarot. Yeah, I believe so. Witches or wizards? Wizards, the Wizard's Tarot. Yeah, that's more ano nga pala. Yeah, the Wizard's Tarot. So, I like this. This is one of my earlier collections. I've been reading for a long time, magsi 6 years na. And this is one of the very first few cards that I've gotten for myself. And sabi ko nga i-showcase na natin yung mga collection ko ng mga tarot cards every month and this is gonna be for December. That's so exciting. So simulan na natin ang ating mga katanungan. I know marami tayong katanungan for tonight. So, tignan na natin ang mga questions natin. Okay, so here we go. Okay, ayun naman. Okay. So by the way, lahat po ng magpa-participate natin, we will always protect your identity here. We will always make sure na we will leave out kung sino po yung mga nagpa-participate. Babasahin lang natin yung mga tanong ninyo. And then all of our sessions are fully recorded. So just in case na medyo mabusy during the time na yung questions niyo mabunot, huwag kayong mag-alala, you can always replay our sessions, okay? So here we go. So, hi Master, how are you? I'm doing great. Kaka-recover ko lang. As you can see, I also, by the way, skipped last Thursday's live session supposedly kasi dahil sa boosters. Medyo hindi kinaya. Okay. Medyo kailangan ko mag-recover and I'm finally fully recovered. That's why we're doing this session now. Actually, kung napansin nyo, di ba na-mention ko yung last Tuesday when we had it. And alam mo towards the end, hindi lang masyadong halata, but yung ano ko na nun, medyo nararamdaman ko ng pumapalo na yung vaccine. That's why sabi ko, uy, okay, medyo I need to slow down na. Yeah, yun. So, eto na. Ang ating first participant for tonight. Here we go. It's my birth month. Ay, wow! Ay, naku, happy birthday sa'yo. May I ask the energy of my career this December? Balikan natin dahil napakasakto naman na ikaw ang ating first participant and it's your birthday month. So, here we go. Sige. Tingnan natin. Tingnan natin ang energy for career. Okay, here we go. So, first card, second card. Naku, na-miss ko talagang gamitin to. In fairness, na-miss ko talaga. Okay, so, okay. First card, this is the card dressed with, okay, we have, okay. Tingnan muna natin. I'll flip them. Oh. Okay. Napakaganda ng imagery ng ano natin, ng cards natin. And I hope you appreciate it as well. Okay, so this is we have three minor cards. We have three minor cards for you for your career for this month. And we're starting with the King of Swords. Tama naman, napakaganda ng imagery niya. Yan. So this is the King of Swords. And every time you get the swords sa ating tarot cards, this represents, syempre, this is a form of wisdom that we already have. And being the king of wisdom, as reflected here, I know there are many strategies that you're applying. Okay, there are many strategies kasi alam mo na that the clientele will be very very busy for the month, and so I know as early as November you've been planning how you're going to position your approach for December, and I know sobrang dami mong sobrang dami mong bit na strategies and approach so that you will have a better and a fruitful na fruitful na outcome for December. Nasa sales kasi ito eh. Now, this is where the current energy is at. Okay, I know, and we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so napakaganda naman ng itsura mo dyan. Okay, napaka fresh and napaka youthful looking. Ikaw na. Now, when we when we get wands in our tarot cards, this is a representation of hard work, effort. Okay, so I know you're doing and exerting a lot of efforts. Okay, so kumbaga, in preparation for this month, there are a lot of strategies, but now you're doing the hard work. Okay, and I know you're starting to anong tawag dito, to reap these energies that you've invested on, and I know you're starting to reach out to clients. You're doing all the efforts that you can, even exploring other opportunities on how you can gain anong tawag dito, the sales that you're hitting that for this month. You're literally thinking out of the box. You're being extra resourceful, which is very very good. Now, if I were to assess this one, the last card is still a minor card, but this is not really a bad card. Okay, it will give you an idea of how much effort you've given. So imagine from the Page of Wands, it became the King of Wands. Literally, it's like being the king of hard work. And look, actually, as you can see, ang ganda ng progression from this card to this card, because literally you already have a vessel. If there's one thing that I'll assure you right now, this is still with your current energy. This is still in the process na nagtatanim tayo. Okay, nagtatanim tayo, and we are still cultivating that energy, nourishing that energy so that we can harvest it in the future, but we are still in the process of planting. If I were to assess this, and bilang yung dito yung outcome card natin is really like this, my say, if there's one good thing that you're generating right now, more than anything else, you're establishing a very good source of network pa. And I know you already have this pool of people or of clients that you know you're targeting, but you're starting to open a different and a new network right now. I want you to focus on that. Now, if the question is, well, kasi hindi naman siya nakasama dun sa hindi specific na sinasabi dun, am I gonna hit my goal or what? It was not questioned there. But kumbaga the main question is how the career is looking like. The career is looking like that your efforts dun mo siya binibigay, and you're investing your energy so that in the future you can harvest it. Being the king of hard work itself is a very good sign that you are in the right path. So, if you would want to be very clear, anong tawag dito, kasi I know this person is in the sales kasi. If you would want to be very clear dun sa dun if I'm hitting the goal or hindi, although that was not a question here, my initial indication is that syempre magkakaroon sana siya ng minor ay ng major cards, but these are the minor cards. But this King of Wands coming into play, I'm very hopeful na in short, all you need to do is to double the effort, double the resourcefulness. And I know in a time of holiday season wherein there are many people or possibly the clientele mismo, no, they are focused on their personal lives as much as you can. Sabi ko nga, there is a very good approach on how you can deal with your clients. Mas maganda pa rin ang energy ng morning. Okay, if we're in sales, mas maganda pa rin yung energy ng morning natin because anong tawag dito, there are times in the morning that they can juggle many things. Okay, these people are planning, and these are the times when people are also sorting their priorities in the day. So kung makita nila early on yung if you're, let's say you're reaching out to your clients, if they see it early morning, and if you're meaning to have or to set a meeting, if they see it early on, there's a huge chance that they can kumaga insert it within the day, or at least put it in their schedule, in their priority. So that's one good strategy and tip that I'll give to you. Otherwise, anong tawag dito, I'm not seeing this as bad. Sabi ko nga, since it progressed into the king of hard work, literally of hard work and hard labor and effort, this is going to bring you more blessings in the future. So doblehin lang yung effort to manifest this into to an actual blessing to hitting our target. Okay? Thank you for joining our Dire Tuesdays. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, and also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. By the way, I would like to remind everybody that the weekly tarot reading for December 6th up to, tama ba? Yes, December 6th up to 12 is already out. Maganda yung week natin, although medyo tricky. Medyo tricky because maraming chismis. Okay? Maraming chismis tayo makukuha this week, and the goal is hindi pumatol. Kasi ito ang pinaka-gist ng weekly tarot reading natin, ha. Ang hindi papatol sa chismis magiging blessed. Okay? So that's really a good sign, okay? But if you want to see in full detail kung ano naman yung natin by the day, watch our weekly tarot reading at the end of our show. And by the way, let me also announce that lahat po, we started our monthly raffle. Nag-start na siya last month. And last weekend, na-enjoy na ng mga December winners natin yung mga kanilang prizes. There's another coming this weekend. So, lahat din po ng mga manonood sa atin tonight, all the viewers, please stay tuned until the end of this show because you are all entitled to join our raffle entry. And you are all entitled to win workshop passes from our school, syempre. And I forgot, true po, wag patulan ng tsismis. Alam mo 'yan, alam mo 'yan. Anong tawag dito? Let me put lang pala I forgot to key in what do you call this, yung ating guidelines for tonight. Sandali, Okay. Yan. Okay, let me just pin this post. Ayun, okay. Yan. Okay, ang daming marites this week. Grabe siya. Well, honestly, alam mo yun, I'd understand that. I mean, chismoso din naman ako, but I just don't, yun nga lang, when chismis gets to me, it stops when it gets to me. So, ayun. Basta bawal pumatol. Yan ang goal natin. Bawal pumatol. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So, let's go. Ayan. Napaka-agap talaga. Alam mo itong group na to, ever since kasi when we started in March, etong mga usually nauuna sa ano, ang mga nauuna sa Tarot Tuesdays talaga, tsaka yung mga Thursdays is yung mga sanay na alam na fastest finger tayo lagi. Okay, so Master, ay, sus, I miss you din. Alam mo yan. Hope you're okay na and baby. Yes, we're doing well. Actually, mas maaga nakapag-recover si baby. Ask ko lang December energy for career. Okay. Sige. Okay. Love you and thank you. Alam mo yan, love you. Okay, so sige, tingnan na natin. Energy for career for December. Alam mo, kayo ang vague ng mga tanong ninyo, parang hindi kayo sanay dun sa ano. Well, siguro kung tinatanong nyo lang talaga how it looks like, but not necessarily, hindi ba goal yung to hit the quota? Kasi hindi ko nakikita kung the question is about hitting the goal. Yun ba ang ano natin, or just literally an overview of how the career looks like? Ganun lang ba yung ano? Kasi pangalawa na 'to, ang ano lang, ang concept ng questions are very general. Not about if you're hitting the goal or ano. And I think may hit, ayan, biglang nabago. Ay, nabago yung tanong. Hindi, joke. Yes, sige. So, anong tawag dito? Tignan natin. So, may hit ba yung goal? Ayan, may hit ba namin ang target? May hit po ba namin ang target namin? Namin meaning your team. Your team. Okay. So, sige, tingnan natin. Okay. Okay. First card, second card, third card. Sobrang, namiss ko talaga to. Sobrang cute ng tarot cards na to. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we have 3 minor cards, but these are not bad cards at all. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the first card. This is the previous energy. Knight of Swords. Wow, may similarity din sa first ano natin, no? So, talagang ano, swords whenever we get, talaga ready sumugod, kita mo nga. So, in short, talagang pinagplanuhan. This month, this really reflects kasi medyo magkakaisang ano naman yung first two participants natin, nasa sales talaga sila, no? Kaya alam mo, anong tawag dito, I highly encourage na especially kung nasa sales nga talaga kayo, sali kayo na sumali kasi honestly nakakatulong din yan na if you makikita mo talaga kung how much energy pa yung kailangan nating ilabas or how much effort ang kailangan pa nating ilabas. I can't get enough yung curls ko ngayon. Mukhang maganda yung pagkakaligo ko ngayon. Ganda ng curls, ang ganda ng volume. Thank you, Fit and Form, for my hair, by the way. Thank you. Gusto lang pala sumingit. Okay, sige. Now, so since nasa sales nga itong dalawa, and as you can see, the first one also started with swords, King of Swords. This one is the Knight of Swords. Parang handang-handa lumaban, which is really a very good energy if you're in sales. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng you're gonna go out with to war nang hindi kayo prepared. And this one's literally, wow, handang sumugod. And look at that, the vehicle, the vessel is already there, taking a leap. So yung tingnan mo yung ano, para it's like the horse is galloping. So that means it's very like bold moves, bold preparations. You're willing to take mga calculated risks. What this card is about, yun yung ano energy niya. Now, the second card, the current energy is Six of Pentacles. Now, sabi ko nga wow, look at that. So yes, alin nyo, anong tawag dito? Since I have 3, kasi very clear na yung sagot if we're hitting the goal. For me, the most indication that I will say is, syempre, we have major cards. But for me, these are not bad cards. Now, when I get these 3, and then the next two, the next two cards are for coins. Coins are like that. And if you're asking about career, you get coins. That's a very equal, kumbaga, anong tawag dito, this is a very clear message na kung hindi mo man siya may hit, there's really abundance coming in. And that is clearly, pero wait, the message is for the team kasi. So masyadong vague yung energy no individually, kukunin niyo yan lahat. Collectively, all of your energies, anong tawag dito? So collective yung energy, may hit yun sa kanila. Currently, so this is and binase ko yan dito sa card na to. So in this card, kung halimbawa the goal natin is at 100, currently with the current energy natin, nasa 50% yung ipapasok niya. And this is a confirmation from the last card, 10 of Pentacles. Imagine mo, from 6 magiging 10. So this is really a great opportunity to push forward pa, okay? Now, I would want to remind everybody, most especially to your team, to not let your guard down because I know nahahati ang ano ngayon, ang December, especially with the energy ng ano ng personal matters natin. I'm telling you, nahahati yung energy. And kaya magma-manifest in a major card once we realign our focus. May pumapasok naman, imagine mo, hindi pa nga 100% yung focus natin and yung alignment ng ano natin na ng energies natin. Kasi remember, here is sometimes kasi it's easy to say na ano eh, but I'm doing my best. I'm working hard. Remember, ang basis natin for us to manifest is our energy. So us working hard is just a part of the energy na ilalabas natin. Pero when we process, imagine mo, nagpa-process tayo ng thoughts natin. Are we processing yung hard work, yung mga strategies natin, yung mga plans na gusto nating ini-execute, consistently ba pina-process natin siya in our mind when we are working? So imagine this, if there are, halimbawa, if you have 9 hours at work in a day, yung sa 9 hours na yun, you are expected that your energy will be processing mga planning, execution ng mga organizing, etc. That are all going to generate the energy of abundance. Pero kung sa 9 hours na yun, pero we are falling short dun sa focus, and then mababawasan syempre yung energy. Kasi you know how it is, kung anong tinanim siya nga anihin. Kung itong effort natin, ito lang din ang equal maibibigay sa atin. So that's why if the goal is, and sometimes nga ganun, minsan ganito yung effort but the outcome medyo mas mababa. And that's lalong-lalo na pag nasa sales tayo. So my say, the more we focus on our energy and not just on our effort, because imagine mo, it also happens that in the 9 hours, of course, we are expected to work. Of course, we are expected to focus at our work. But a good reminder in that is that hindi rin mangyayari kasi na walang papasok sa mind natin na hindi work related. Okay, there are really a lot of opportunities because I've been there as well. I've been in a corporate setting for like 15 years, and there are really, especially sa akin, no, there are really a lot of times that even if I'm supposed to focus at work, may mga personal matters din akong pinaprocess my own. And I've seen it with the people I was working with as well. Hindi maiiwasan dahil nga hindi naman tayo robot. So that's part of it. So I'm not saying na anong tawag dito, it is bad. It is part of it. It is part of it. However, if the goal is to focus on the outcome, syempre dapat yung energy, mindful tayo sa energy natin. Kasi currently, the energy is nandito. Kung sabi ko nga, ang outcome natin, kung ito yung na-expect natin, nasa 50 pa lang, marami pang kayang iangat yan. Kasi may indicators na talagang you're really in the right track currently. Although maaga pa naman, this is only December 7, marami pang panahon. But still, sabi ko nga very pressed with time when it comes to December. Kaya naman kung etong goal nyo nangangalahatinan, my advice is to realign your focus and to be very consistent with our focus. Okay? Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Maraming salamat. So, if you're new here, welcome po. My name is Marky Mendoza and I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. This is Tarot Tuesdays. Libre lang po magtanong. If you have any questions about love life, career, and sa health natin, andyan po yung guidelines natin in our pin post. Feel free na sundan lang po ang ating mga guidelines and then magtatanong. Libre lang po. Okay. Ay, oh my gosh, Nina, I miss you. It's been a while. I miss this. I miss you finally had the time to join. Oh, very good. Ram, am I a star seed? Ay, ikaw na? Are you a star seed? Okay. So, okay. So, medyo high level yung tanong natin. But also, syempre, anong tawag nito, Ram, if I'm gonna answer your question and if you really want to know that, sali ka, mag-participate ka. Napaka-high level ng tanong mo. That requires a high level na nasagot din, of course. Sige. If you would want to participate, Ram, nandito yung pin post natin. Yeah, okay. Okay, dire-diretso na tayo para marami tayong matulungan for tonight. Okay. Okay, so I know there are times na sabi ko nga, if you're gonna be sa lahat po na magpa-participate, if you're gonna be, sayang yung 'no, sayang yung opportunity kasi ang haba ng pila natin. Pero remember, when your questions ang ano natin, remember may guidelines tayo for asking questions. Ang pwede lang po nating itanong is anything about you. Kung sino may pa-participate, anything about your love life, your career, sa inyo lang po. Hindi po ako makakasagot ng mga tanong if hahanapin ko yung tanong directly sa ibang tao. Halimbawa, anong iniisip nitong tao nito sa akin? And kung wala silang awareness, hindi ko talaga pwedeng gawin yun. Kasi malaki po yung karma niyan. Honestly, you cannot measure I'm very strict on this just because I am very mindful of the karma I'm processing. So sometimes kasi we think na parang maliit na question lang naman, maliit na bagay lang naman yan. Honestly, hindi po natin mabibigyan ng value kung paano po papalo yung karma sa mga buhay natin. It's easy to say kung halimbawa, kung it's literally kung ang palo ng karma sa atin is mga pera, halaga ng pera lamang, piso-piso, 2 piso, pero hindi po ganun pumapalo ang karma natin. More often than not, alam niyo po, sa health po binabawi ang mga karma na yan. And alam niyo, this is really one good thing to process ha. Be reminded na may mga times, oftentimes, pag pumapalo po ang karma sa atin, kasi may mga tao na who are very, very strong ang approach sa life na kung ano man ang mag-unfold sa life, smooth o may mga life challenges, matapang ako, I can go through it. O kaya I'm tough because I've been through many things. Sige, what is one more? But more often than not, the form of karma, hindi siya directly mismong pumapalo sa inyo. There are times na pumapalo yung karma sa mga taong mahal ninyo or kung saan mas sensitive kayo. So kung may anak kayo, kung meron kayong kapamilya, may mga kapatid, magulang, more often than not, doon yung pumapalo. Not oftentimes directly sa atin. Why? Because we are all connected. Most especially if we are family members and we are also friends and kahit nga workmates because we are all connected by an invisible golden thread. So lahat ng mga kakilala natin, any person that you're connected to, hati-hati po kayo ng karma. So lahat ng mga kamag-anak ninyo, hati-hati kayo ng karma. If you're in one group, friends and family, hati-hati kayo ng karma. So kaya nga right now, I'm in a phase of my life that I'm also okay to really choose the energy I'm associating with. Dahil kung kanino mo i-associate yung energy mo, hati-hati kayo ng karma. What if halimbawa, tatlo kayo magkakaibigan. Dalawa sa inyo very mindful sa buhay, magaganda ang mga ginagawa sa buhay, pero may isang hindi, mahahati pa rin 'yun. Ang maganda nun, dalawa kayo, magbibigay kayo ng good karma dun sa isa, pero ang isusukli nung isa sa inyo is yung karma niya na hindi gano'n kaganda. That's why I'm very mindful. Why? Kasi of course I can handle my own energy, but I cannot say 100% sa family members ko. So, be mindful, be mindful. Hindi po madali mag-process ng karma. And I know this is something na and I'm very strict on this just because I'm processing a lot of karma as well. I've been doing it. That's why I've been living a mindful life. Pero syempre, sabi ko nga, kaya naman tayo may guidelines kasi we need to really follow that. And if there are sometimes it's a little different. Maybe may mga na-experience kayo ng ibang mga readers, but this is the guidelines. Kasi remember, whether the readers are aware of the real guidelines o hindi, the universe works with that universal law of cause and effect. Imagine pag nanilip ka ng buhay ng iba nang walang permiso. It's like saying the universe that you're also allowing to people to do that to you. I don't want that. Kaya we have to be very mindful. Okay. So, but kanina since nga medyo anong tawag dito, hindi natin puwede ano yung tanong na yun. So medyo, if you would want to reposition your question, sige, I'll give you a chance and later. Okay. So, wow. Teka tingnan nga natin. Ay, anong tawag dito? Suki. Very good. Very good. Oh, hold on. Okay. Ayun, okay. Okay, next. Good evening, Master. Namaskaram. Namaskaram din sa'yo. I want to ask po if I will pass all my subject courses for this academic year. Maganda. Or things to improve on pa. Okay, let's see. Napakahalaga ng question na to because nag-aaral yung ating next participant. And you know what? Anong tawag dito? Even before I'm gonna be getting and drawing cards for you, let me bless you, okay? No? I'll bless you with that. Naku, huwag kang mag-alala. Your hard works are gonna pay off. Basta balansehin mo lang maigi. Tsaka ganito yan alam mo na for people na maraming role na pinoportray, maraming goals, dreams, and aspirations sa buhay, but are willing to go through, to get their hands dirty para lang maabot ang mga pangarap. Hats off sa inyo dahil hindi madali yan. So, bless you. Anong tawag dito? Magtiwala ka. You're gonna I know meron kang isang inaabatan na medyo na subject na gano'n. Do'n ka mag-focus, okay? Do'n sa mga subjects mo nararamdaman ko na that the rest you're very comfortable. Kumbaga, kahit gaano kahirap, sanay, kaya mo. Pero may isa kang subject na alam mong napaka iniingat-ingatan mo. And yun, if I were to say, mas nagre-resonate yan, alam mo, do'n ka na lang mag-focus kasi do'n ko nararamdaman yung pinaka-fear of not making it, okay? So, mag-focus ka ng effort mo doon and this is gonna reflect, I'm telling you. Sige, tingnan natin. Tingnan natin kasi ang question is kung maipapasa. Okay, so tingnan natin. Okay, so and sabi ko nga, anong tawag dito, in questions na parang ang tanong natin is going to result either favorable po ba o hindi. Huwag tayo mapanghihinaan ng loob, ha. Ang maganda kasi is makita natin yung current energy natin. You will have an idea on how much effort pa ang i-release natin to manifest something better. Tsaka syempre, alam mo na, meron talaga tayong paraan for us to manifest this, and that's by doing charity work. Okay, so kung tuloy-tuloy and you've been participating sa charity work natin, ituloy-tuloy nyo lang yung charity work natin. Okay? So, wow! Fairness, wow! Sabi na. Okay. O, tinan mo, nag-reflect nga na maigi. Okay, very good. Okay, so first of all, you have one out of three major cards, and this is really one of the most important major cards that will play a role sa ano natin. Look at this, you have the Fool. Oh my gosh, this is really the card of beginnings, and really, anong tawag dito, with the energy of studies, you getting this is a very good sign because this really means na no matter how you're balancing everything, the energy of the Fool, it's very, kumbaga, pagdating sa very malleable, okay? You are easy to be molded into something great, like a sculpture being molded into something amazing, into a masterpiece. This is what this card is about. In short, definitely, pag ilalabas mo yung energy natin of anong tawag dito, of always making sure na no matter how busy you are, when you're in class, you're always ready to absorb. You're ready because you have a clean slate. Ituloy-tuloy mo yung ganong energy. And no matter how tough yung pagbabalance natin, be your 100% when you are studying. Now, there will be times na hindi talaga tayo 100%. Our best is not literally 100%. Tell yourself, let's say in a day, sa sobrang dami ng kailangan mo balansehin, let's say today, with all the things that I have to go through, my best is only 70%, then give your 70%. That's still your best. Kasi you're honest kung ano lang kaya mong ibigay, and you are fair at binigay mo yun, that's still your best. Kasi, I'm telling you, when we talk about the best, it's not literally, it's always 100%. When we talk about our best, is we are honest of what we can provide, what we can give. Now, we know, for the moment, for our current energy, yun yung best natin. And when you stay true to that, that will yield blessings. And this is what this card is about. Now, look at that, yung isa nga sinasabi ko na inaabatan natin, na isa lang yung talagang pinagkakaingat-ingatan mo of all the other subjects na alam mong kayang-kaya mo. Kumbaga, no matter how busy, no matter how there are gonna be some physical, emotional, or mental, or spiritual na mga distress that we're gonna go through because mahirap nga magbalanse. Imagine mo, nagtatrabaho full-time and then nag-aaral din part-time. Hindi madali yan because I've done that before. I've done that. And buti nga ngayon may magic na ng mga online na mga online learning. When I did it, I was literally traveling from, imagine mo, my office is in BGC, pero bago nun, I study in the afternoon hanggang gabi. Pupunta ako sa Taft. Babalik uli ako ng BGC sa gabi para para magtrabaho naman sa night shift. So night shift ako nun. So mag mag study I'm studying from around starting 1 p.m. hanggang 8 p.m. every day to Monday to Saturday. Tapos magta-travel pa ako. Imagine, may traffic pa, may EDSA traffic pa. And then magpupuyat ka pa sa work. And then you have to do it until Saturday. Hindi madali. So now, this card is really telling us, because there is a body of water, although may say, naku, napakaganda talaga nitong card na to. No? I mean, the artistry, the imagery. And look at that. I know it's in a place na parang you can look at it. It's the beach is a very relaxing place, but I know that. But the body of water comes into play that represents the emotions. Medyo kalmado pa yung emotions right now, but to one na pinagkakaingat-ingatan natin. And I know you're really wanting to hold that delicately because it's also, anong tawag it's not literally kumbaga sa major or minor subjects natin, alam natin na malaking factor kasi yung subject na yun because of the teacher. Now, in the end, anong tawag dito? And nararamdaman ko yung kaba mo doon because this is what the last card is. Because yun yung this is really yung pinag-iingatan mong subject most especially, sabi ko nga, it's gonna be a very vital role. Although hindi siya major, it's gonna play a vital role with what you're studying. And alam ko naman magandang baon siya. With this card, I'm going to tell you na so far with your current energies, yung isang pinagkakaingatan mo, do not worry too much. When you focus more, you will achieve what you're aiming for. The only thing na I would want you to be mindful about is, sabi ko nga, be sure and be clear of your energy. What's your best, what you can give, or when you're doing and balancing everything, just be honest kung anong kaya mo ibigay and maximize that. Capitalize on what energy you can provide, and at the same time, syempre huwag kakalimutan na magpahinga. Because no matter how good, how extensive yung mga goals, dreams, and aspirations natin and how well you're doing it, kung bibigay naman yung vessel natin, paano natin siya ma-achieve? Okay? Magpahinga pa rin when you have the time. May say, when it comes to your studies, it's gonna do well pagkat magtiwala ka lang. Okay? And I'll send you another blessing para naman hindi ka masyadong mag-worry. And again, hats off sa'yo. Okay? Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher. Also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. This is Tarot Tuesdays. Kung gusto niyo po mag-participate, magtanong, any questions about your love life, sa career natin, and syempre, health, important yan. Nakalagay po ang pin po sa ating guidelines. Sundan lang ang guidelines natin and then, pwede na tayong magtanong. Okay? Next question na po tayo. Okay. Okay, let's see. Ay, okay. Okay. Anong tawag dito? Pag nagsasend kayo ng entries, tignan niyo na maigi. Anong tawag dito? Ayun naman pala. Ako naman pala hindi tumingin ng maigi. Sorry na. Ayan. So, anong tawag dito? Kasi I'm also getting entries earlier na na medyo hindi nasusunod yung guidelines natin, and I'm gonna be very keen on that, syempre. So, make your questions more specific and make sure din na na pag maximize natin yung turn natin kasi sayang mahaba yung pila. Okay, so ang tanong ay health. Okay, health, master. Thanks. Okay, and you know how it is? If health yung pag-uusapan natin, ang ginagawa po natin, I do not get tarot cards for that. I check the body, the aura of our participant. And let's see if there are any lingering na issues there. Mostly, ang makikita natin dyan ay lessons. Whenever the questions are about health, I will reveal what those mga physical manifestations of pain na nararamdaman natin sa katawan, and then to help you address that naturally without to address that naturally. And syempre yung commitment natin, we need to apply change so that we can address kung ano man yung mga nararamdaman natin. So let me see. Tignan ko nga lang yung ano, what's the name uli? First thing na nakita ko kaagad, and it's very, very lingering, I'm really feeling a strong pressure here on your left shoulder. Sorry kung na ano yung mic. So, left shoulder going down sa may shoulder blade sa likod, sa shoulder blade. Medyo comparing it sa kanan side, mas mabigat on the left side. I'm also sensing your right knee. So that's another. Aha! Okay. So, syempre, the lower back. Kamusta ang acids mo? Mhm. Lower back. And I see that the acids have tendencies to rumble most of the time. Hmm. Ang dami kong nakita. Okay. My energy is also directed to your feet. Now let's discuss them all one by one. Our body, anong tawag dito? And sometimes you'll be surprised when I have mentioned those areas, those parts na primarily, if makikita ko siya, there are tendencies that you may be feeling physical manifestation ng pain, may masakit na muscle o kasukasuan, etc. Or meron tayong illness or meron tayong concern in those areas. Now, our body is a directory of lessons that we all just need to learn. And our body, through manifestations of pain or illnesses, doon niya sinasabi kung alin yung mga kailangan nating i-address sa buhay natin. Only that we don't know what the body speaks of. This is literally the real body language. Now, our body is divided into two parts. Our right side is our sacred masculine, also the positive charged side of our body. Left side is our sacred feminine, the negatively charged part of our battery of our body, na parang battery, may positive and negative na charge. Now, sabi ko nga, anything na magmamanifest sa kanang bahagi natin, male person in our life has also contributed into it. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong lesson directly that we need to process with a male person in our life. Kapag sa kanan naman lumabas o sa kanang bahagi nagmamanifest, that means merong female person in our life. Okay, that we need the lesson, nandun yung lesson sa atin. So first of all, ang pinaka-lingering is so kung nasa kaliwa, I'm seeing this is really a female na kamag-anak natin, okay? Female na kamag-anak natin na we feel very, very responsible for, okay? Na anong tawag dito, every every time na magpo-process tayo, 'pag iniisip natin sila, ang pina-process natin, how do I help? How do I help? How do I assist? How do I take care? Because I'm responsible for that person. So ang mga usually, anong tawag dito kapag kanan, pagkaliwa rather, na shoulder, na we feel very responsible, na mahal natin sa buhay, puwedeng kapatid na babae, anong tawag dito, kung may anak, 'yan, yung naano natin. But this one I feel like if you also, I hope, if you have a sister, kasi nasa kaliwa siya umaano, that you feel very responsible for, and that also includes misunderstandings that you feel you wanted to correct, you feel you wanted to address towards a sister, dito yan babagsak. And kaya ko rin nasabi na medyo close kasi talaga, bumaba na siya dun sa shoulder blade eh. So in short, nasa may heart area. Etong area, pero sa likod. Yan, etong area nito, pero sa likod. Ito yung parang mabigat, yung parang feeling natin gusto natin ipamasahe. Now, another is the lower back because ang daming ginagawa pero hindi rin na-achieve yung talagang full rest. Kahit may weekend, kahit na may weekday, hindi rin nakakabawi ng pahinga. Sabi ko nga, importante if we are focusing on our health, if we are focusing on our goals, dreams, aspirations, dapat ganun katindi ang focus ng pagpapahinga to give the best for our body. But the thing is, sabi ko nga, we are not as 100% mindful. I know that, and it really takes a lot of mindfulness para ma-practice 'yan. But to let you know, 6 hours of sleep ay hindi enough. Okay? Hindi enough ang 6 hours of sleep. And I've seen this because I'm turning 38 na nga next month, actually sa January, and I've seen and felt my body in my early 20s. Pwede akong 1 oras lang ang tulog ko and I can still work the following day. Kaya ko siya, pero ngayon hindi ko na kaya. And maging 6 hours nga ang tulog ko ngayon, medyo iba yung takbo ng ano ko, kulang na kulang ako nun, and I have to suffice using my Reiki just to balance my energies. But sabi ko nga my say 6 hours is not enough. Mas mararamdaman niyo yan the more you age. And ano ba yan? Pero ganun talaga ganun talaga. Now, sabi ko nga yung acids natin, if you're also feeling na nagra-rumble yung assets natin, is because this is really the seat of power in which we also uh, the way we appreciate ourselves. Okay? And I know there are some internal issues from the household na ikaw yung nagso-shoulder. And then hindi mo ma-prioritize masyado yung sarili mo. That's why. Now, my energies kanina na nasa right, so I'm also ang knees natin ay representation niya ng parents natin. So yung right knee, father, left knee, mother. Now, kanina your energies are directed towards the right knee. So I know there are some things that you're processing towards your dad. There are some memories and instances that you know that you are not 100% at peace with right now. And these are things that have been lingering for a long time. But sabi ko nga, usually, since we are the children of our parents, there are really often times that we are okay to let go some of the things that we need to process, some of the experiences, some of the past memories, kahit na hindi siya 100% na process or na address, but because we have so much love and respect towards our parents, kumbaga kaya nating isang tabi. But it's literally like sweeping the dust under the rug. Okay, if it's not fully addressed, imagine mo every time na the memory kicks in and then you still feel pain and suffering. That's why. And sa father, ang dami. Now, the feet. Most importantly, the feet. Let's talk about the feet. Every time na madidirect ang attention ko towards the feet of the patient, literally, ano bang function ng feet natin? This is really about mobility. Okay, yung mobility natin. Any single time that you question your growth, when you question your growth, when you question your progress, kapag nacha-challenge mo yung sarili mo sa katanungan na yan because napapatingin ka sa ibang tao and then you suddenly look at yourself and then you feel less. Kaya magdo-domino effect yan dito. Kasi sabi ko nga, pag lingon ng lingon sa ibang tao, nako-compare natin ang sarili natin sa progress ng ibang tao, and then we feel a little less. And then babalik yan dito, magra-rumble yung assets natin. And so it's really gonna create a domino effect. Na you know what? All it takes is for you, if there is one good lesson na sasabihin ko sa'yo sa current participant natin, honor yourself. I know you've been giving a lot, especially sa household. You are someone who's okay to share blessings within the household. Pero pagdating sa considering how much you can give for yourself, there are a lot of opportunities to fall short on that. Parang hindi nagiging masyadong priority ang dapat i-prioritize sa sarili, which in effect, it creates a domino effect. You want to provide, you want to provide, you want to share your blessings, but nakukulangan ka because iba ang tingin mo sa sarili mo. You find yourself na parang ang dami mong kailangan napunan sa sarili mo, but you cannot do that because you have other priorities. And then magdo-domino effect niyan because progress, again, yung mobility. Every time that you ask yourself, eto na ba? Is this gonna be my role in this lifetime? Eto na lang ba ang gagawin ko palate? And every single time you ask yourself that question, okay, sumasagi siya kahit hindi mo itanong, when you are facing the reality na you have to keep sharing your blessings financially towards other people in the household, and then pagdating sa'yo, ikaw yung nagbe-bend backwards, and then you will continuously feel this. My say, the moment that you have to ask yourself, is it worth it to, kumbaga, let me enjoy my own hard work, the fruits of my hard work and effort. If it comes to asking that question, and if you're second guessing if you also deserve that, may it be a major or a minor thing that you would want or need to do for yourself, honor yourself. Do not second guess if you deserve it. Because kung willing ka nga magbigay para sa iba, dapat as willing as you are to prioritize other people, dapat it should be the same thing that you will give yourself. Because no one else will give that to you. And I know you know that. But the thing is, every time nga na you're willing to bend backwards kasi you're coming from a place of love, is it really love na binibigay mo ng binibigay? Pero kapag binibigay mo ng binibigay sa iba with the people around you, honestly, walang masama yun. Pero Kaya ka nakukulangan, kaya mo laging ramdam na kulang ka kasi you always give a part of you na alam mong hindi babalik. And then, 'pag alam mo hindi siya babalik, and then you see yourself less. So, if you're really okay, anong tawag dito, if you're really okay to do that, there's really nothing wrong sharing the blessings because I've been there. I've been there many times na the energy of the responsibility that you're bearing, the energy then of the, you have the capacity to help to share your blessings, but at the same time, there's a really important lesson in really appreciating what you really do. And you will only appreciate it when you get to experience the balance. Yung balance na when you need something for yourself, you provide that for yourself. When you want to do something for yourself, you provide that to yourself. In short, you become your own source of happiness. Na you become very, very self-sufficient because kung ano din ang wants and needs mo, nabibigay mo primarily sa sarili mo. I know in an Asian, in a Filipino setting, we have very close family ties, and because we've always been used to hearing that stories na alam mo yon, kailangan meron talagang tutulong sa bahay, aalalayan bawat isa, but you have to be mindful na hindi porke you have the capacity to share, hindi rin priority ang sarili. Remember, we all have our own lessons. If darating sa point na aayusin mo ang lessons ng ibang tao, in short, literally ganito siya. It's like you wanting to take karma for other people. And as you can see, I'm not willing to do that anymore. When I even started learning tarot, and when I've learned of the guidelines, hindi ako kukuha ng karma for other people. If you're look at it this way, if you're willing to do that financially, it's like saying you're also willing to take karma for them. Kung paano mang karma ang kailangan pumalo sa ibang tao, you're okay to shoulder it as well. Kung pera, 'di ba, parang ang dali pag-usapan. Paano kung hindi lang pera lagi ang palo ng karma? Paano kung health ang palo ng karma and then nararamdaman mo na 'yan sa'yo? So, be mindful. To a certain extent, this is really a lesson that we all have to go through, but it's very essential. Now, in this statement, I am not saying na hindi mas na to drop everything, na to not help at all. Especially if we know na we should help, walang problema dun. Ang sinasabi ko lang is that when it is about time that you're going to ask, "Puwede ko rin ba tulungan yung sarili mo?" Oo din ang sagot dun. Kung ang napaka-urgent ang sagot natin for other people, dapat ganun din ka-urgent and klaro ang sagot natin for ourselves. So, uunahan din ang sarili, hindi yun masama, okay? Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Welcome, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. I'm inviting everyone, if you haven't watched our weekly tarot reading, magandang energy natin for this week. In fact, we have 3 major cards for the week. Napakaganda ng blessings. I've been receiving the blessings na rin, but yun nga, ang daming opportunities ng chismis. If you haven't watched our weekly tarot reading, panoorin para we stay guided the rest of the week. Also, lahat po ng mga viewers and listeners natin, please stay tuned until the end of our show dahil lahat po kayo, you are all entitled to join our monthly raffle. Workshop passes up for grabs. Emotional healing, and we did crystal work for modern living. And Eclectic Magic last weekend, yung mga winners na enjoy na nila. So we have upcoming winners ulit for next week. So sali po kayo, and this is gonna be for January. Mas jam-pack ang workshops natin for January. And by the way, let me also promote, if you are also wanting to learn intuitive tarot reading, this class is coming this Saturday. So if you also would want to know and to learn how to read, practically if you're enjoying what I'm doing, it's the same thing na ibibigay ko sa inyo. In just one day, matututo kayo. That easy. I'm telling you, napakadali lang. If you would want to learn that, you can send me a private message later on so that I can send you the rates. Okay? Online lang po yun. Via Zoom natin gagawin. Whole day lang po yung ano natin. Okay. So, here we go. Next question na tayo. Ayan. Okay. Okay. Okay, iyan. Okay, next participant tayo pero ayun yung ano. Okay. So, Master, good PM. Good evening. Good evening. Same question last time. What's my financial status and love status? Ay, okay. Kung nasagot ko na pala, ano tawag dito? Kung nasagot ko na pala, or nasagot ko ba siya? Hindi ko siya nasagot. Yeah, oh, finally, nakasali ka na. Okay. Akala ko nasagot ko na siya eh. Kasi kung nasagot ko na siya, dapat ibang tanong naman para ma-maximize natin. Pero okay, ito hindi nakaabot last time pero ngayon nakaabot na. So very good. Okay, so yes, tignan natin. Okay. So, financial status and love status for 2022. But unahin muna natin yung financials. Okay? Sige, tingnan muna natin sa financials natin for 2022. Okay. So by the way, if you would also want, let me announce this here as well. If you are also wanting to discover what your 2022 looks like, I have a very special way of reading the new year, the upcoming year. If you would want to avail my services for a personal reading, mag-message din kayo. We can do that. But medyo mabilis mabuno ang schedule ko, I'm telling you. So first come, first serve din tayo when it comes to booking my schedule. Naku, alam nila rin niya. First come, first serve talaga tayo. This week, puno na yung schedule ko talaga. Last week pa siya napuno. So, anong tawag dito? Inubos ko na yung mga nag-book sa akin for this week. If you're wanting to experience that, my next week yon clear na clear pa yung hindi pala Monday to Friday. Nako. So, sige, basta let me know if you're willing kasi hindi pala ilang days na lang pala yung na-book ako on other days pala for next week. So, let me know na lang. Okay. So, tingnan natin financial status for our current na participant for 2022. Here we go. 3 cards para sa'yo. Ay, sumama. Dahil dyan, 1 card na lang yan. Wow! And there are rare occasions na anong tawag dito, dapat isang card lang ang bubunutin ko pero may sumasama, so that means pareho siyang kasama. Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow. 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 All I'm saying is that 2022 is really promising for you. You have technically 4 sets of cards, but this is just considered as 3. So here is your current past energy about um practically this is where your current energy is now. Okay? And this is the Two of Pentacles. Now, ang ganda ng imagery talaga, no? I love this card. You're gonna see more of this tarot deck itong buong buwan na to. And in our Sunday weekly tarot reading, I will be featuring this card again. Napakaganda, as you can see. Di ba? Ang cute niya, no? Okay. So, here we go. Sabi ko nga, if your question is about finances, and this is directly answering that, the Pentacles. So, and look at that. There's a very good infinity sign right there, which is unang-una pa lang napakagandang sign na. Pero mas magandang sign yung pagkakapulot ko, in fairness. Ganda ng ano. So, sama-sama na tayo sa journey ko ng pagpahaba. If you watch the earlier videos, hanggang dito lang yung buhok ko, tapos humaba na siya ng humaba this year. Ang goal talaga is maging parang kay Tyra Banks yan, yung maging big, joke lang. Yung mga hanggang dito lang naman. Pahabain ko pa hanggang dito. And then that's it na. That's, yan. Baka gusto kong i-digiperm pa yun ng mga maskulot. Yun. Okay. Sorry. Trabaho na tayo. Okay. So, when we get a body of water, yan. Ito na may body of water. And as you can see, medyo busy, no? Napaka-wavy ng water natin. So, I know this is what you're trying to juggle currently in your current situation, in the current finances situation as we speak. You know you're wanting to juggle everything. You wanted to save for the rainy days, pero every time that you're saving for the rainy days, I know there are some unexpected na you have to shell out, pero nababalanse. And this is what this card is about. There, and when I say unexpected, alam mo na you can say no. You can say no to these, pero alam mo din na you really can't. So we're talking about responsibilities here. So and I'm also talking about responsibilities in our household, and this is really a priority, sabi ko nga. So if nakinig ka dun sa earlier na guidance ko dun sa previous na participant natin, alam mo na. Okay? But then again, sabi ko nga Ang maganda naman, no matter that these are expected or unexpected, this card is telling you na you're given this because you know you can juggle it, you can balance it. Now, I know that there are times na parang we wonder if makakabawi pa tayo, especially in a what do you call this, in a time of pandemic and especially Christmas season, that we would want to be the source of blessing and happiness to everybody. My say, makukuha mo naman siya. I know you know how to balance it well. Eh. Alam mo naman na I know how you value your blessings. Na you know na if these are unnecessary or the things that you can let go of or the things na pwede naman tiisin or you can live without, you are willing and you're okay to do that. Kumbaga, you'd rather save for the rainy days. And that is not bad, to be honest. Kumbaga, anong tawag dito? I've seen the value of hard work, most especially na wala na ako sa corporate, na every centavo counts, every hard work counts, every effort, every meeting counts, and I know that. And I know you know how to balance everything, but at the same time, my reminder for you is that be realistic din ha. Baka ano tawag dito, dadating ka sa point of questioning na hindi ko na yata may enjoy yung ano ko. You have to enjoy it once in a while. Now, sabi ko nga, since this is gonna be for 2022, um, you have two cards for that, and both of these cards are ones, and that resonates a hard work and effort. And look at this. This is first the seven of wands. So I know you've been okay, ang tawag dito, you're starting to grow some plans. Okay? I know you're wanting to progress. You're wanting to climb up. You're wanting to get that success story, either it's a promotion or you wanted to do something great, and I know you're working hard on that, that you're pushing yourself, and I know focusing on your goals sometimes is really the challenge, given that syempre there are many things that you would want to do, and sometimes a part of you, you know to yourself that you want to be successful, that you need to be successful, but at the same time you are also telling yourself, is this really the right place for me to do that? Am I in the right culture and environment for me to do that? I'm telling you, here is one good tip I'm going to share with you. If that is eventually a question that you're going to process in your mind, na parang, I know I want to grow, I know I want to step up and climb the corporate ladder, for example, and be successful. It's only a matter if it's the right venue, if it's the right company, if it's the right culture. If you're gearing towards questioning that and hindi mo lagi masubstantiate kung tama o hindi, and then my say, all the more that you need to work hard, because if you can't make it to where you are, what makes you so sure that you can make it elsewhere? My say, I want you, if that is part of the goal, to eventually find a better culture, find a different place, find a different company that will provide you with this. I want you to excel. I want you to give your best. I want you to really establish na you are gonna gain all the new skills, all the kumbaga, the skills, the hard work, the effort, the right approach, and balance them all. Get all the best practices from your leaders, from your peers, and apply it in your own, because yun yung anong tawag dito, hindi ka lilipat sa ibang environment, hindi ka pupunta sa ibang environment and wanting to start with a clean slate there na dun mo palang gagalingan. You'd rather get the skills, get as much skills and hard work as you can, so that when you find a different opportunity, when you find the right culture for you that would suit your goals, dreams, and aspirations, ibibigay mo na siya and even more. Mag-excel ka na because kumbaga, you're gonna tell them na, I am already this. All I need to do is to show it to you and for you to experience it, but I'm ready for bigger things. Imagine that. Hindi yung magsa-start ka pa uli from scratch. So my say, if it's eventually going to linger and if it really is gonna be a continuous question, my say, ituloy-tuloy mo yung effort because doon naman siya papunta. Look at that. Tinatanim mo pa lang siya only for you to get what you deserve. That skill, like a soldier that goes through battle and training, fully geared, fully equipped with the right skills to do that. Because alam mo, from that eventually it will lead to you being sakto, Knight of Pentacles. It started and ended. Imagine mo, you are wearing this now, but this can be you in the future. Look at that. You holding that blessing on you right there. Ay, palaka. With an actual vehicle to do that. That resonates the actual learning or the actual skills that you're able to gain. So, in short, I want you, if it's a point of questioning right now, and most especially for 2022, all the more you should give your best. And when you do, that is your actual gateway so that you can be elsewhere. Pero hindi ka pupunta with zero. Kumbaga, hindi ka aalis kung nasaan ka man without saying na I've done this and I made it and I was better. Aalis ako because I got better and I want to take this skill elsewhere so that they can recognize me finally. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So welcome everybody. Tuloy-tuloy na natin yung mga question natin because ang haba ng pila and I really want to answer everybody's questions. But again, let me remind everybody, I want to first remind you to stay even after time check tayo. Oh, please stay. Okay, medyo malapit na pala yung ano natin. Please stay until the end of our session dahil we are always going to get your names. All we need to do is hintayin lang yung go signal natin. Give me and key in your name so that you can all have your entries for December. Up for grabs, we have workshop passes. We have emotional healing classes, crystal work for modern living. We have eclectic magic. We have meditation and life-changing mantras. And we also have Vedic astrology up for grabs. Ay, Reiki 1 din pala. Okay. And next year, we're going to be adding more workshops for everybody. So stay tuned din po sa mga announcements natin. Teka. Raquel, Master, what brings you to practice Hindu? Ah, wow! Very good question. I love that. Mukhang, sige. Dahil namin tanong yan, gusto ko, every time, nako, you've said the magic word. Mukhang nakuha mo ang attention ko. But why did I become Hindu? Honestly, I have created a separate YouTube episode. If you want to really dig deeper on this, I've created a separate episode here why I mentioned that how I became Hindu and what pushed me to becoming Hindu. But basically, to answer that briefly, honestly, I am born Catholic. I am born Catholic. It's in my birth certificate that I am born Catholic. I've been practicing Catholic um, religion for the longest time until I was 34. 35. 35 kasi 2019 lang naman ako nag-shift into Hinduism fully. 2019. Magtatatlong taon pa lang practically. And what led me, well, me and my partner and yung mga business partners namin is because honestly, the Hindu tradition is easy to grasp because it's very similar to the Christian and the Catholic faith. Only that it gives you a very in-depth reasoning on many things. Na it answered many things na even halimbawa, anong tawag dito, why we have to worship idols. Na even if the Bible says no, not to worship, other images, yung ganyan, but we worship cows, we worship plants, rivers, even rocks. And bakit? Why do we have to do that? Kasi the good thing about that is that sabi ko nga, we worship animals, we worship trees, plants, water, river, rocks, because when you look at, let's say you see a plant and then you felt God's presence there. And then that's God right there. So you felt God's presence and then that's God right there. And then you look at an animal, you look at the cow, and then you felt God's presence through the cow, and then that's God right there. And then you looked at the river, and then you felt God's presence there, and then that's God right there. You see a rock, and then out of nowhere, you started feeling God's presence right there, and then that's God right there. Or also when you see it to a person, kaya nga, if you see lahat ng mga recorded videos and every time I do the live sessions here, I say namaskaram or namaste. It's because I see the God in you and as I acknowledge the God in me. And that in itself made me fall in love with Hinduism because imagine kahit sinong tao nakikita mo and you will feel God's presence and you see God's presence and then there's no room for hate. There's no room for anger. All there is love. And that's what God is. It's about love. So yeah, I fell in love in Hinduism because now I see God in anything and everything, to anyone and to everyone. And that makes it really amazing. So in time, we will have a more venue. I'm just waiting for my partner, honestly. As you can see, the reason why naging madalas yung mga live sessions ko is because my YouTube partner, he's also a Reiki master like me. Dalawa kasi kami dito, hindi nyo lang alam. The videos na mga recorded videos, siya ang taga-edit nun. But he's spending his quality time in his family because he's been away with family for a long time. So sabi ko, so mag-focus ka dyan. Don't worry about our channel. We'll just do more live sessions. But once he's back, and that's gonna be soon, magfo-focus uli kami ng into the contents naman on how we're gonna educate more. Hinduism is definitely slowly ini-introduce na namin. Okay? But you'll get to know more about that. If you would want to know more about you can start with, we created an episode nakalagay doon, the universal vibration Om. If you want to learn about Om, it's a very important thing. Maririnig niyo lagi ako sabi, Om, ganun. There's always a meaning for that. And when every time that I learn something new in Hinduism, it literally humbles me. And sabi ko nga, anong tawag dito? Um, we've been practicing this for some time, pero hindi pa enough yun because what is 2 years of knowing Hinduism? Hinduism has been around more than 10,000 years at least. At least 10,000 years compared to other religions. And definitely, it's the oldest religion to date. Makikita niyo yun sa Eternals. If you've watched Eternals, Hinduism is there for a very good reason. So, yeah, it's very ancient. And I like, I'm going to credit my partner in this important wisdom na I'm going to share with everybody. Para kasi siyang game ng pass the message. Okay? If you're familiar with the game pass the message, may source ng sasabihing information and then pinapasa-pasa ng pinapasa. And because of human error, there's a tendency, di ba, the more that the wisdom is passed on, nagkakaroon ng dagdag bawas. Okay? But look at it this way, that can also be the belief systems na mga recent lang na discover. Compared to Hinduism, it's closest to the actual source because it's more than 10,000 years of knowledge and wisdom. And the closer it is, the more ancient it is, the more accurate it is. And that's really the reason why we became Hindu. But thank you for asking, Raquel. Okay? Dahil dyan, trabaho na tayo. Okay? Okay, may mga naghihintay tayong question. Okay, sandali. Welcome po. Welcome. Sabi ni Master, maraming salamat. Tumpak na naman po ang sinabi niyo. Thank you naman. Thank you naman. Okay? So, next na tayo. Okay. So, here it is. Aba, napakasuki kasi nitong itong suking-suki nitong next participant na yan. Okay, nauna na siya, alam na niya sasabihin ko, no? Medyo mahaba, so alam na niya yung essay writing to. So yes, binanggit din naman niya na essay writing yung nangyari. Okay. Evening blessings, Master. Blessings din sa'yo. May I ask for a love reading? Sorry, essay writing levels to. Sabi ko na. At least alam mo. Okay, so, okay. I'm single and there's this guy whom I occasionally see just because our respective best friends are siblings. So yung best friends ninyo, okay. Di kami talaga close, maybe because he's half my age. We saw each other again last week because he had to take my BFF to the airport. We had a nice conversation on our way back naman, but as soon as I got off his car, sobrang heavy ng feeling ko that I felt I would burst into tears anytime. Wala naman kaming convo that could lead to that. Sumakit din the right side of my back. The night before, I dreamt of him with a girl and I brushed it aside because I frequently have dreams of him kaya di ko pinapansin. Then I found out the day after na may girlfriend siya ngayon. Now I'm really curious about our connection kasi ang daming unexplainable things happening. I think I've already developed feelings for him na din. Help. Okay. So, well, actually that already answers it. Kasi meron siyang girlfriend. So that 11. Very good. Primarily, anong tawag dito? To answer, pero by the way, what is the question? Maglo-love reading ako. Sige, let's see your love reading. Tignan natin ang 2022 for that, okay? Pero primarily, if the question leads to this, kung ito, medyo, with the person, with the information that you gather, that the person has a girlfriend, o syempre, i-ano na natin, let's also respect the person's relationship. Okay? Because sabi ko nga, if you're gonna do it better, syempre, mas maganda, we have a clean slate. We have a very good opportunity to do things better and do things right. So I'll get a love reading for you. Now, one thing is for sure, if there is one clear answer, especially pertaining to the one, pertaining to our, alam mo na, our soulmate, ang mga pinagkahihintay natin na the one, ang pinaka-directly magsasagot niyan is Vedic astrology, because Vedic astrology is also one of the reasons why I became Hindu. We became Hindu because kaya as you can see, tama mga, baka sabihin nyo, bakit parang ba't may mga ang dami-dami naman sing-sing ni Marky, yung mga ganyan, tapos lahat color gems, lahat po yan kasama sa Hindu tradition. So honestly, hindi talaga ako ma-accessory even before. But these are not accessories. These are not just accessories. They may be jewelry, but they are not accessories. We've consecrated these. And when you go through, when maraming routes, kasi kumbaga, yung buhay natin, may certain karma na tayo na kailangan pagdaanan, kailangan pagbayaran, kasama din ng mga blessings natin dyan. Now, without the knowledge of Vedic astrology, kung anong dapat nating pagdadaanan talaga natin. That means time periods, timelines, lahat yan. But there's a way to speed up our karma. And there are many channels. Service, to devote kumbaga, service is a way for you to devote your own energy for the greater good. Okay? We call it seva in Hinduism or in Sanskrit. Yung selflessness, kumbaga, that is a way for us to speed up our karma or to pay karmic debt. Another is charity work, which is they literally go hand in hand. Charity work natin. Sometimes we offer our own energy in a form of finances. Yon, that's a very good way of paying it. Another is to do yoga. Yoga and meditation. So that's why Hindus are, honestly, yoga is not an exercise. Plus na lang yun that on a physical sense, nagkakaroon siya ng positive effect on our body. But yoga is not an exercise. It is a spiritual practice. Like it's moving meditation siya. That is what yoga is. So you're meditating talaga when you're doing yoga because it's mindful movement. Every move you're mindful, what step, next step, how to maintain it, how to maintain this pose, how to inhale and exhale. It's a spiritual practice, not an exercise. And of course, in Vedic astrology, to speed it up, you have to wear the rings, gem therapy, to speed up the process. Kaya naman, to give you an example and to give you a very good idea on how mas gumaan yung talagang trust namin na we really have to focus on Hinduism more is because when we started, it all started with Vedic astrology. Nalaman namin yung life map namin. Nalaman namin na kaya pala ako naging teacher because this is really what I'm meant to be in this lifetime. And I've discovered it. Now kailangan ko ng pagyamanin. And so we discovered that. Now, I first got my Vedic rings and then to give you an idea, the moment na binibili ko na in-order ko na yung magiging Vedic rings ko. Mine is a yellow sapphire and a ruby. Yan, yellow sapphire and a ruby. And nung binili ko pa lang siya, and when we traveled to Bangkok kasi that time. Nung in-order ko pa lang siya, the very first time, nagtuturo na ako ng Reiki noon. Aba, pagkabili ko nung anong tawag dito, nung yellow sapphire, and then dumating na yung ruby. You know what, before, this is how my classes, it started humbly. Nasa isang beses lang ako nagtuturo sa isang buwan, 3 estudyante lang yun. Imagine, one class, 3 students, tapos next month na ulit. When I started getting my Vedic rings, napuno ko yung classes ko. I was teaching 4 classes in a month, lahat yun puno. And doon siya nag-start, na puno yung mga classes ko na hindi lang siya isang class. I have 5 different classes, lahat yung napupuno. And then month after month. And then, the thing about when you go through the route of gem therapy, pwede mo siyang i-upgrade. When you upgrade it, that becomes better. Because imagine, pag ito yung binili mo, pupunuin niya yung abundance this much. When you upgrade it, then pupunuin niya yung abundance this much. That happened, alam mo, the moment na nag-travel na naman kami to Bangkok the following, I think that was after 2 or 3 months on that next trip. I upgraded kasi nakapag-save na ako, and then I was able to upgrade, and I did, alam mo, hindi pa kami nakakabalik ng hotel, nag-reach out sa akin si Jed Madela, and then saying, Marky, I know you're in Bangkok, pag uwi mo, let's do the session. Ganun kaagad. 2 weeks after, I meet Bessie. Na-meet ko na si Janeline Mercado, and look at our friendship right now. And now this is my third upgrade. And so I'm really excited. So yeah, great things happen when you get to focus in Hinduism. But more so, if I were to set a very good way to manifest this, hindi siya wish granting genie. Ang totoong measure, I mean, yeah, they help. They help. Pero hindi to gagana kapag hindi siya tama. In short, if there's still pride, there's still ego, o kaya if we harbor hate, anger, hindi siya gagana. So you have to also live a life full of humility, full of love, full of happiness. That is the life that will change para mag-activate lalo yan. Because this is gonna be nothing if your heart is not loving, if it's not respecting, understanding, if it's honestly hindi mabait. Hindi yan ma-activate. And so the change needs to happen from within. But then again, all it takes is for you to get that jump start. And then when you do, magsusunod-sunod na yan. We can help if ever you're wanting to get to know this. My partner is a Vedic astrologer. So we do 2 types of reading. I do the tarot, sa kanya is Vedic astrology. So how do you I can't get enough of my kulot. Ang ganda. Anong tawag dito? If you're wondering anong difference ng tarot versus Vedic astrology, literally, si Vedic astrology, since it is your life map, literally, isang strip yan ng MRT from SM The Block hanggang Pasay, and the stations in between, yun yung mga milestones natin as we progress in life. Graduated from school, first work, and then, let's say you got married, and then, first kid, etc. Yun yung mga milestones natin represented by the stations in between. Pero ano yung tarot? Tandaan, kung nasa SM The Block tayo, ang goal is pumunta ng Pasay, there are many ways for us to get there. Pwede kang kumanan, ending mo dun din. Pwede kang kumaliwa, ending mo dun din. And that's what tarot is about. Tarot will tell you, pag ito kumanan ka, dito siya pupunta. Ito ang mga experiences mo. Ito ang mga pwede mong pagdaanan. Pag kumaliwa ka, itong experiences mo, itong pwede mong daanan. Your free will still come into play, pero kung anong pipiliin mong route, in which vehicle you're going to use, will be different kung anong magiging choices mo. Kung anong actions gagawin mo. That's why sabi ko nga yung energies natin, thoughts, decisions, actions, because it has to start first. What are we processing in our mind? Yung mga goals na pinaprocess natin. First, we have to process what our mind is going to tell us. This is the way we're going to process this. These are the decisions that we're going to make. And from those decisions, what action are we going to do? When we start taking action, yun na. Papalo na yung cause and effect. Now, syempre, kaya naman the mindfulness is always instilled every time we do our live sessions kasi nga, important na mindful ka sa sariling energy mo muna so that you would know where this will lead. And this is why we're here. So if you would want, kasi it's so easy for me to answer this in a general sense, but I'm telling you, bawat isa tayo, lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang life lesson, life purpose, why we are here. What are we supposed to do and how we're gonna reach our divine potential while we are achieving our goals, dreams, and aspirations. Vedic astrology. So tingnan, ang haba ng chismis ko, pero sabi ko, gusto ko lang naman sagutin yon para din dun sa natin, current participant natin, to really answer that. Vedic astrology is the key. Pero tingnan natin for the current energy ng 2022. But may say, with the person having that, bigay mo na sa kanya yun. No matter how much feelings you have for the person, dahil meron siyang ganyan, we have to respect that. Because the least thing we would want to happen, sabi ko nga, pag na hindi natin, pag na-entertain natin yung thought that we would want to grow that love for the person, may chance kasi na papalo yan as karma. And I don't want that for you. Okay? So, syempre, let's be very mindful with our energy para kasi pag dumating na yung the one sa atin, doon natin ibubukos. Tingnan natin yung love for 2022. Okay? 3 cards. Okay. By the way, if you're interested to know your life map, the only way for us to do that is kapag alam natin ang exact time of birth natin. Other than that, hindi natin siya makukuha. Okay? Hindi natin siya makukuha pag wala yung time of birth. And where do we get that? Nasa birth certificate natin. 3 cards. Oh. Okay, so this is really a clear this is really a clear representation of how 2022 will be. Okay? So, ang tanong natin ay love. And tingnan natin yung cards natin. We have the 10 of swords to begin with. So, ang tanong natin yung love. I know it's feeling a little too painstaking na talaga. Napaka-graphic nitong card na to. But sabi sa that's why I love the imagery in this card. Okay. Okay, there's a fair reason why. Lumabas kasi yung owl. And honestly, the owl, the owl is a representation. In Hinduism, lahat may representation yan. It literally feels that you are, kumbaga may pinagbabayaran tayong karma in the past. Okay? Not necessarily in this lifetime. In the past, your lifetime before this, may pinagbabayaran tayo. Okay? And this is what the card is about because lumabas yung owl. Okay? And the owl in Hinduism is inauspicious. That's why I know pinagbabayaran mo siya ngayon. Pero, for 2022, tinan mo yung clear energies. We're asking for the energies of love, but we have the Ace of Pentacles. And remember, when we talk about Pentacles, we're talking about business, career, money. Okay? Ang tanong natin ay love, pero ang energy ay nandito. And then to end, pati ang last card natin is 7 of Pentacles. But look at that, promising yung dulo. That means, ang tanong natin, nagkaroon ng twist yung ating question. Here it is. Very good. Makinig ka. Well, as you can see, your energy, nagtatanong tayo ng love, pero ang lumalabas, puro energy ng career. Because you have to be very realistic what your energy is speaking of. Day in and day out, malaking-malaki ang hatak ng energy ng career natin because majority of the energies as we spend in a day is really gearing towards career. Nag-reflect na naman yan for 2022. And the thing is, may pinag-uusapan kasi tayo, no? I know, nag-reflect because it's a clear reflection of the energy. May kami kasi nitong current participant, may pinag-uusapan kami about the things that she is wanting to manifest when it comes to their career, and it's really there. So it's, in short, it's manifesting. When it comes to your career, you've been praying for this, nag-o-offer tayo for puja, you're manifesting it. Okay? But the thing is, lahat ng mga energies natin, majority of it is really coming from that place. So, if we are wanting to focus on love, kailangan, syempre, dapat sa isang araw natin, maglalabas din tayo ng love energy. That means putting yourself out there. That means you're wanting to entertain a portion of your day that would entail you're entertaining love, you're finding love, you're entertaining love, you're okay to do chit-chats here and there, you're okay to explore dating apps, etc., or having on a physical date. Because with this coming into play, dapat at least cup sa makikita natin. So in short, sabi ko nga, I always use this, kumbaga, allegory, na parang it always is a nice thought to process when we daydream of winning the lottery. Ako, I always do that. Pag nanalo ako sa lotto, sometimes you watch movies, napakaganda ng stories about, syempre, if it presents different places and you want to go there and you feel like you're the only time that you can go there is if you win the lottery. And I daydream a lot. Parang, wow, alam mo, if I win the lottery, sige, I'll go there, I'll buy that, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll charity work this, charity work that. But then again, di naman ako tumataya sa lotto. Okay? So, we are aiming for something that is resonating love, pero ano yung man, gaano tayo kadalas tumataya sa love? Taya muna tayo. Kung yan ang gusto natin, kailangan munang tumaya. Okay, kailangan munang tumaya. So, tumaya muna tayo. But, there is a plot twist. Kaka-focus mo sa work, well, you're gonna meet someone. Ay, wala ka, nahulog. Teka, kinukuha ko na kasi yung timeline. Teka lang. Tsaka gusto ko lang na makita sa inyo yung kulot ko. You will meet someone, work-related. Ang tanong mo, nakilala mo na siya, hindi pa. Someone new. Tingnan natin yung timeline. Between February to March, second week of March, around Valentine's Day, you will meet the person, kakatrabaho mo, which is really good. Okay? So may na pala. Okay, so that's very good. So nagkaroon siya ng plot twist. Kasi sasabihin ko na sana sa dulo, sabi ko pa, ay, puro work towards the end. But lumitaw siya doon, no? Ay, shush, cute things. Tingnan mo naman ang cute-cute. Nakaganon pa sa sword. Ay, shush. So that means this person is very intelligent. This means the business acumen of this person is really spot on. That's your clue. Just a little, sino mas matanda sa inyo? Mas matanda lang siya ng konti. 3 to 5 years. Diba? But, very intelligent, very knowledgeable. And literally, the grass is greener on the other side. I'll be excited for you. Therefore, pag nakita mo yung exact time of birth, I'll recommend Vedic astrology para maanuhan to. Because ang tanong natin is, if we're gonna meet someone, may mamimit ka. Pero iba yung question on the one. Okay? Mako-confirm lang yun through Vedic astrology. But the reason why I'm encouraging Vedic astrology, lalo na may tatanong ka, dahil kung mamimit mo siya, and kung ang lalabas sa Vedic astrology mo is same characteristics itong nakita ko, and then yun na yun. You have a chance of meeting the one. Vedic astrology to back this up. Okay? Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Okay? So, okay, mag-time check tayo. It's almost time. And by the way, I'm inviting everybody to stay. I'll entertain one last question and then I'll ask everybody to key in your names na. Yan. Thank you, Master. Thank you din. Ay, Amor. Hi, Amor. Nice to see you. Nakahabol. So, anong tawag dito? Sabi ko nga, we're trying our very best to answer each and everybody's questions. But yun nga, we are pressed with time. But don't worry. By the way, our Thursdays, we're going to have a different live session every Thursday. We are talking about a very special topic for very timely for our Thursday session. We will talk about forgiveness on Thursday. So if you want to join on Thursday, anong tawag dito? This is going to be in our Facebook page. If you have questions or concerns that would entail forgiveness, if you have situations and experiences that you want to find forgiveness, sumali kayo on Thursday. I will give you tips. I will give you realizations on how to work on. Look at it this way, para siyang medyo Dear Marky but live. So tell me your real life situation. Bibigyan ko kayo ng opportunity to find forgiveness. And why did I choose forgiveness as a topic for Thursday? Dahil magpapasko na. And your heart deserves a very clean slate pagdating ng 2022. And more often than not, you will get that when there's forgiveness. So join me on Thursday. We'll talk about forgiveness. If you have your own personal na pinagdadaanan that you need to forgive, any situation, dalhin natin yan sa Thursday. Sagot ko kayo. I will give you tips. Let's talk about your own life story. But of course, I'm still going to honor yung ating your identity. I will never mention your identity. Ang babasahin lang natin is yung natin, yung mga experiences natin, and then I will give you. It's like Dear Marky Live. Okay, that's what's gonna happen on Thursday. So join us in our Facebook page. Let's talk about forgiveness. Okay? So, ayun naman, nakala ko bibili na lang ako ng jowa with pentacles. Ikaw nang makakabili ng jowa. Wow, ikaw na. Honestly, anong tawag dito? Akala ko din. Hindi, wow, ikaw nang kayang bumili. Kaya palang gaan ang loob ko sa'yo. Kaya mo palang bumili ng jowa. Okay. Okay, so let us save our one last, anong tawag dito, question for our... Ay, ano ba yan? Naku, shush. Okay. Ano ba yan? Ito namang ating last participant. Medyo ano din yung ano niya, yung tanong niya. Will I ever get married? Yan. Yan ang tanong natin. Yan ang tanong ni ate ano, ni current participant natin. Now, ganito. Nako, mukhang this calls for another Dear Marky. Anong tawag dito? And alam ko kasi na meron ba siyang partner? Meron. May partner. Okay, may partner. Now, that's the only thing that we're waiting for. Na para itanong ang magic question. Will you marry me? Okay, but here is one good thing. Without getting the cards, let me answer you Dear Marky style, okay? So I know, especially for women and na may hinahabol na timeline, yung ganyan, di ba? That's the thing. There's so much pressure because of the timeline. There's so much pressure because also on a physical sense, of course, we're minding, if you would want to have a family and kids on your own, syempre may timeline talagang hinahabol. But the thing is, when the pressure gets in the way, yung love, sabi ko nga para din yung trabaho. Kasi lahat naman in this lifetime, tinatrabaho natin, di ba? So if everything that you're going to do, if it starts with love, you feel the passion, you feel the energy, you feel that you're unstoppable because you're coming from a place of love. But then again, as time passes by, nagde-develop siya and nagpro-progress siya into something else. And then it becomes pressure. Love is far different than pressure. And even without getting the cards, I know it's the technicality, and because I'm gay, and I know it's really different if you're in a heterosexual relationship. Lalo na here in the Philippines, we're in to tie the knot means you have to get married, so that legally it's binding as well. Okay, now all I'm saying is that I know we're just waiting for that question. Pero if you're going to look at the blessings that you have right now, we may not have that clear question yet, but it doesn't diminish the fact that you are very loved. I know it's an important thing to put a ring on it. Pero it doesn't diminish the fact na hindi ka minamahal, na walang nagmamahal sa'yo, that you are not enjoying the life and the blessing that you have, na may nagmamahal din sa'yo. But I know it is a big deal to put a ring on it. So, and I know hindi din naman natin makokontrol yung ganyan. But let me change this. Honestly, in a time and age where everybody cries for equality, even the proposal is stereotyped that only men can propose. If you're really wanting and you're sure with the person, bakit hindi ka mag-propose kung talagang mahal mo siya? Para malaman mo na, 'di ba? And just because there are stereotypes and just because we are in the Philippines, we're also very traditional and a little still very conservative about things. I'm telling you, we feel like that we as women, we have to wait for that right moment to bend that knee and offer you that engagement ring. Pero this is something that's been haunting you. Kumbaga, you have the person in your life, hindi lang matanong yung person, but I know you're sure with the person because I'm sure you're gonna say yes to it. So if this is really something that you really see as a big deal and you really want to get it off your chest, you just wanted to get that things clear so that if ever it's not a yes, I mean you can go on with your life if that is the plan, and if that is the only lingering thing, why not ask? If all it takes is the courage for you to ask, then pray for courage and strength for you to go through it and ask that question. And honestly, anything and everything that we go through right now are all belief systems. Kumbaga, the orders that we are following, lahat ng sinusundan natin ngayon, may it be through scripture, religion, the works, what we follow in our government, lahat ng mga rights ng tao, etc. This is all confined in a box. Even our own perceptions, only people like this can do this, and to they can only do that. We're putting too much limit, and in the end, it puts a lot of pressure on us. The society has dictated many things that we have to keep up with society. And then this gives you a little sleepless night. If you really want to know, if you really want, my say, pray for courage and strength. You can ask it yourself because it's really a modern age right now. If this is something that can bring you the peace of mind that you're really wanting to have, and then you can initiate it. At least you'd know the answer. And when you do, at least you'll take it from there. Because I'm telling you, it does not mean that you haven't received that 1 million peso question yet. It doesn't mean that you are not loved because the love is there. But we want to make it clear. So if you want to make it clear, then take that step. What stops you? If the fear is what's stopping you, yun din naman yung, yun din naman yung nararamdaman mo ngayon. You have fear, you have doubt. It's about when are you going to process this? Until when are you willing to process this? Wherein you can just simply ask. And I'm telling you, I've met couples then before because I am even pre-pandemic. I'm an events and wedding na host. As you can see, I've hosted the gender reveal and then the wedding of Bessie and Den. I've hosted that. Oh, if you haven't watched, nasa episode 6 ako. So yeah. So in short, I've met couples before. And I'm telling you, I've met na the couple that they got wedded because it's the girl who asked. So why not? Wala naman makakalam. It doesn't mean that you have to buy the ring or a Rolex for the person. Just ask. If this is really something that you feel like it's big of a deal and kung mabubunutan ka ng tinig, then do yourself a favor. And then we will take it from there. No matter what happens, let's do a reading. Tingnan natin. But if this is the only thing that really lingers, give yourself that one gift this Christmas. Ask. Pray for that courage and strength and then ask. Okay? This is something that you can definitely give yourself. And if you're willing, big load off your chest. Okay? Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. And you know what? That is it for our session, saktong 11. So, lahat po ng ating viewers for tonight, please key in your names and I'll be happy to take your names as our official entry for our January na raffle. Naku, nakaka-excite. And I really keep track. I always keep it here. January raffle na tayo. So, today's date is December 7. So 12/7/21. Okay, key in your names. Congratulations by the way sa mga winners natin from ay let me read baka sakaling nandito din yung winners for next week. That would be teka. Ha 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 ha. Ay. Reiki 1 na yun dito. Okay. By the way, if Darlene Angela Ilagan is watching, you also won Reiki 1. Si Jeff nasabihan ko na eh. Darlene Angela Ilagan, you won Reiki 1 class with me. Okay? Yun. Hi, Ay, naku, nandiyan na naman si Theodore. Okay, hi, Theodore. Nice to see you again. Theodore Patenya. Patenya pala siya. Patena ako ng Patena last time. Sorry. Okay. And Therese Tigulio. And by the way, please watch out. This December, I'm gonna create a special raffle again. Bukod pa doon sa mga raffle natin, I'm really feeling extra generous. So, ang tawag dito, for next Thursday, we have a separate raffle going on. I'll give away free crystal bracelets for our lucky participants for next week, and I'm gonna program it for abundance and prosperity. So, for our next week session, sa Thursday natin, please tune in, manood din tayo because bukod din sa ating regular monthly raffle, I am giving away a crystal bracelet for abundance and prosperity for our lucky winner for the session. And this is courtesy of our business partner, si Celestial Blue. Celestial Blue is our crystal business partner. So any of your crystal bracelet needs, sagot niya, naku, napakaganda ng energy. And masasample niya if you would want to experience that Sali kayo next Thursday. We're gonna be giving away Celestial Blue Crystal Bracelets for free para sa lucky winner natin ng Thursday. It will be programmed with abundance and prosperity. Perfect para sa December natin. Makahabol pa ng abundance, diba? Okay, here we go. Abigail and ay. Hello, Abigail. Yan. Abigail. Okay, next. Key in your names, everybody. Paula. Ay nako, si Paula, ang galing niya, lagi nananalo. Mukhang napakaganda ng ano natin, ng energy, kaya lagi ay, all the way from Sweden. Hello. Thank you so much naman. My very good friend and student. Love you, cha. Okay. Si Annalyn, of course. Alam mo, ang dami-daming entries lagi niyan. Kaya tamo naman nanalo. Nanalo yan last time. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yung anak ng kaibigan ko si Faith and student. Hi Camille, hi. Of course. You're joining, of course. Alam mo si Camille, isa pa yan, gusto rin niya mag-aral ng ng tarot. Dating-dati I met her 2 years ago. Uy, si Tenbeshi. Okay. Next. Si Jeff. Oy, hi Jeff. Si Jeff nanalo yan eh. Oh. Okay. Lagi ako nanonood. Sana manalo ng bracelet. Aba, join me on Thursday. On Thursday, di ba? Marami tayong prizes to be given away. Dahil nga, ang dami-dami yung love and support. So, kailangan lang, anong tawag, sabi ko nga, living an abundant life, you have to be literally embody what that energy is about. Abundance is about overflow. So let me share you more blessings. So this Thursday, crystal bracelets courtesy of Celestial Blue. Yan. Ayun na. Ang intense naman ng entry ni Rain dahil last time ang nanalo yung nanay niya. Love you, Rain. Alam mo yan. Ayun, si Amor na nakahabol. Very good. Thank you so much, Amor. Okay. Sana manalo ako, Bracelet Master. Di, manood ka ng this Thursday. Every session, sige, abangan nyo lang. Lalo na itong December, we're very generous. Malay nyo, di ba? More than one ang bigyan natin. So, sumali lang kayo. See you on Thursday. Dapat po ba i-share sa FB? Yung alin po? Well, ang alin po? Ano po yung i-share natin? Philip Russell Reyes. Anong i-share natin? Pero by the way, sabi ko nga, if you're watching right now and you're watching right now, all you need to do is put your name there in the comment section para yun yung entry nyo. At the end of the month, kailan ba yung last day of natin? I feel like I'm going to take the last week off for this or hindi din. Dali lang naman yung hindi na din. Para po mag-qualify. Ay, you know what? I mean, wait, anong tawag dito? For tonight, since nandyan ka na, you can just simply put your name there, Philip, and then entry na yun for the monthly raffle, workshops workshop passes or at stake. Pero on Thursday, sa Facebook page yung natin. So yes, anong tawag dito? When you're there, ganun na naman at the end of our show, kukunin ko yung names nyo. Pero from the list of names that I will be na magbibigay ng entry, so yun din, we will get another draw to win the crystal bracelet this coming Thursday. Yan. Ayan. Okay. So, anong tawag dito? Key in your names. Ang dami-dami nyo dyan. Lagyan nyo na yung name ninyo. I only have 10 people listed here. Key in your names and this serves as your entry for our January na raffle. We're gonna be giving away workshop passes for everybody. So it's already, okay. Thank you. Oh, welcome. Jeff, sali ka ba uli? Kasi hindi ba ini-enter yung name mo dyan. Sali ka ba uli? And by the way, you're a friend of Kat pala. So, ang tawag dito? Sasama si Kat for the review nung and magre-Reiki to siya the following day. If you're available then, you want to join, Philip Russell Reyes. Okay. Sumali ka na din sa Reiki 2. Philip. Yan. Okay. So, Jeffrey. Naman. Sali lang na sali. Jeffrey. Yan. Okay. Key in your names, everybody. It's time for our raffle time. If you're watching right now, all you need to do is to key in your name in the comment section, and that serves as your entry every month. And we have our monthly draw workshop passes for everybody. I hope you like the deck of cards. Ang ganda. Ang ganda ng deck of cards. By the way, do not forget to watch our weekly tarot reading. Maganda energy natin for this week. Oh, maganda energy. Pag maganda energy, especially next Thursday, sumali kayo lalo because it can be your chance to win the bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue. My mom. Hello, mama. Last part na nung ano natin. Patapos na tayo. But thank you for still, you made it. Love you. Anong tawag dito? Watch on Thursday again. We're giving away at the end of the session. Of course, we will get your entries para sa ating monthly raffle, and then you will have a chance to win celestial blue na crystal bracelets. Okay? So, I'll give one more minute to key in your name. At dahil sabi ko nga taga-promote ako ng rest. Ay, hello Lovely. Ay, sus ko po. Oh my God, munti ko pang ma-miss out. Andiyan pala si Lovely. Hello Lovely. Yan. Okay, si Lovely na nanalo last congratulations. So yeah, great things happen. Kaya lagyan niyo lang ng lagay yung mga names niyo diyan. Okay. Did I miss out anybody pa? Okay. So again, last minute, if it turns 11:09, we're gonna have to cut our session na dahil gabi na. Okay. So, key in your names. Anybody else who needs to participate, let me know. Just a few seconds left. But again, please watch our weekly tarot reading. May warning ba tayo this week? Actually, yung Monday to Thursday, medyo magkakadikit siya eh. Chismis related hanggang Thursday. So kalma lang ha, walang papatol sa chismis. Kalma lang, kasi hindi maganda. Okay. Tandaan, ang hindi papatol sa chismis this week, magiging blessed. That's the theme. Okay. So if you want to go know it in full detail, watch it our session. Oh, time is up right now. So thank you so much everybody for staying and for everybody who shared this meaningful night with me. Maraming salamat for being very loving and supporting. And I will see you all next Thursday. More prizes to be given away and more wisdom most of all. But for now, this has been Marky Mendoza. Lagi nagpapaalala. Keep trusting the process, everybody. Maraming salamat, Namaskaram. Have a great week ahead. Good night po. Good night, ma. Love you.